Hey everyone, Linda here again with you from Gunlock Lane Jewellery. I have a really nice connector link to show you today. So if you'd like to learn how to make it, then stay with me. I'll just get everything together and we'll get started. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, back with you. This is the link that we're going to be making today. It's another great way to use up chip beads. You don't have to use chip beads. You can use round beads, faceted beads. Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm just trying to think whether you could use any other shape. I haven't, so I really don't know. But I thought it was a great way to use up some chip beads. So that's the link that we're going to be making, and we'll get started. Okay, we're going to need some 18 gauge wire. So I'm just going to flush cut that end, measure off a piece. I'm going to go that long. I think that should be long enough. Just thinking for wraps, and I might cut just a little bit longer, I think, just to be on the safe side. Okay, I'm going to come down to there. Okay, I'll just grab my tape measure and measure how long that is for you. Okay, centimetres. It's about 15.5 centimetres. Inches is roughly about 6 inches. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hammer this first because I want it to have a sturdy base on. If you had half hard wire, you'd probably be okay with it. But this is dead soft, so I'm just going to give it a hammer, which will make it half hard. That'll do. Okay, and I'm going to grab my round nose pliers. We're going to do a wrap loop. Okay, I had to pull out my old pliers today because my fairly new, they're not even, well, they are just 6 months old, pair of my favourite pair of flat nose pliers broke yesterday, so I feel very lost without them. Cutters and cut that. Push that burr down. Okay, now I'm going to grab some 24 gauge wire. You need quite a long piece on this. I don't even know if I'll be able to measure it for you because it's very long. I'm just going to guesstimate when I cut it. Okay, that looks about long enough to me. Where did I put my cutters? There they are. I would say it's probably, oh, let me just see if I can measure it. I'll just grab my tape measure again and just see if I can do that for you. Just to give you a rough idea. I know it's frustrating when people don't give you exact measurements or close enough to measurements for things. Okay, in centimetres, that's 79 centimetres, which is 31 inches. So hopefully that helps you. Okay, what I'm going to do now is fold this in half. Or find the centre of it anyway. So I've got the centre of it. I'm going to grab that up there like that. Hold on to the loop and the wire underneath. You can see that underneath my finger. Hopefully I can do this on camera. I'm going to wind that one side around and bring it back to the other side. And then this side, get this up and over behind the camera. I'm just going to bring it around once. So that you've got a wire on each side. And pull that in nice and tight, and you can give it a bit of a squish down, a crimp, whatever you want to call it, just to hold it up the top there. Now you don't have to be all fanatic about this and have it all neat and tidy. It doesn't matter. It's not a, you know, it's an organic link. Okay, now we're going to do a little bit of macrame. Wire macrame. So I'm bringing that around into a loop. And again, you don't have to be fussy with these, just do the best you can. It's fairly easy with a 24 gauge wire. I'm just bringing that up like that. Not even pulling it in tight, just leaving it nice and loose. Bringing this one around. So that wire goes over the top of the one that's the loop. Bringing it up, around and behind it and through. I'm just pulling that up a little bit. Now you can grab your wire straighteners and smush it up. The more wire you've got showing, the nicer the link looks, especially once it's patinaed. So we'll do that one more time. So even though I hardened that, it's still bending a little bit. So just, you know, keep it straight as you can. Your 18 gauge wire, I mean. How many of you knew that you could do macrame with wire? Or how many of you tried to do it? I'd love to know. It was just an idea that popped into my head. Actually, I did it years ago, now when I think about it. But I didn't actually do it in a link. I did it on something else. I can't remember what it was I made now. Something else using wire. It might have been, oh, I can't remember. Okay, so we've got that up there. Now don't worry, see it's all fairly loose, don't worry about it. We can tighten that all up as we go along. So from here now I've got my chip beads. So I'll tip those out. And you could do as many as you like. Well, I wouldn't say as many as you like. I'm doing 2 on each side because what I've done is I've chosen out of my string of chip beads the reasonably small ones, not hugely big. If you wanted to do big ones, I would suggest only using 1 bead. But I like the look of the 2 together, so I've picked out the smallest ones, or the smaller ones. So I'm going to put 2 on one side. And then 2 on the other side. And I like to try and even out the colours as I'm going along, so I don't have, you know, all the same colour close together, just to make it more attractive. So you've got them on like that, 2 on each side. I'm going to bring them up and try and hold them like this so you can bring your wires down. And I'm going to bring 1 wire around and twist it. Just once around and back to the other side like that. So 1 full loop. And then do the same thing with the other one. Around. Actually, you can just go one side on that. Yeah, that's what I do. Push it up. Now from here, I'm taking this outside wire and I'm going to wrap it around these beads. So I'm going to go around twice and come back down. And then the same thing on the other side. Up and around. And on that side. And what that does is tighten up your beads so they're not all floppy everywhere. Okay, push that up a little bit more. Get my wire on the right side. Okay, from here we're going to macrame again. I keep going to say macrame now because Americans say macrame, and I've heard it that much that I start saying it. We call it macrame here. Okay, so here I'm going to twist again. So I'm going to get that wire around, out the other side. The same with the other one. All the way around to that side. I've got a nice tight little bunch up there. You can squish it up now if you want to. Keeping that 18 gauge wire as straight as you can. I'm going to macrame again. This will be a lot easier for you doing it at home because you won't be under a camera. It's a bit difficult with these long wires. Okay, you can do another one if you like, or you can do a single one. That's just one single one when you've done 2 sides. I'm going to do another one because I like a lot of wire showing. Squish that up again. Okay, now here's where we put on another set of beads. So around the wire, oh no, sorry, not there. Getting ahead of myself. Put the beads on first. There we go. Now here's where we wind the wire around, just at the base of your beads. So I'm sorry I've got my hand in the way, but I have to hold it. So it's just at the base where your beads would be, where your beads end, rather. So around, and then bring the other one down, and you only have to go around, oh, well, all the way around that one. There we go. Now we're going to wind again, twice around those beads, or as many times as you like. You can go 3 times, 4 times, whatever you want to do. Totally up to you. I find 2, you know, plenty most of the time. Sometimes I have to do 3, maybe on one set of beads, which doesn't matter. It's all blends in anyway. Okay, now push that up. Just make sure you've got that wire nice and tight so it's holding your beads in place. Okay, now I'll stop here and I'll finish this off the next set. I'm only doing 3 sets of beads on each one. When I think you've got the idea of what I'm doing now. So when I've done the 3rd set, we'll come and we'll finish it off. Okay, we're back with you shortly. Okay, I'm back. So I'm at the end here. So we've just still got our 2 wires here. All you do is just finish them off by wrapping them around just a couple of times on each one. Cut that wire off. Push it down. And then the same with the other one. See which way it's coming from, that way. And it doesn't matter if you wrap over the top of your previous wraps. And squishing that down. Okay, now what we've got left to do is a wrap loop at the top. And I would suggest that you probably cut off a little bit more of the 24 gauge wire than I said. So I would say cut off 36 inches. And that depends too on how loose you want your, you know, how loose you want your wraps up here. If you want them tight, then the 31 inches would be plenty. But if you want them loose, I would suggest cutting off a little bit more. What am I looking for? I didn't get that very. That's better. Oh, pliers. I missed my other pliers. They were my fine flat nose pliers. I just love them. I'm so lost without them. I really am. I just made a hole in my mat. Oh no. Oh dear. find these things so cumbersome. They just, oh gosh, I've had them for years. They were my first pair of bent nose pliers I ever bought. Okay, just straighten that up. Now, what I thought I'd show you what you can do is I have a bracelet here that I'm halfway through making. So I'll just pop that on so you can get a better look at it. So that's the bracelet with the link, and it just has chain attached. This is the chain I showed you 1 or 2 videos ago. If you haven't seen that link, I'll leave a link down below in the description area where you can go and learn that link. Yeah, so I've just added a couple of dangles here, and why I did that was because I don't like the look of that, you know, bare wire there, so I thought I'd pop a couple of dangles in just to disguise it a little bit and also give it a bit of movement. So we'll attach our connector link that we just made. Gosh, I couldn't even think of the name of that then. Okay, so I'm just going to give that a slight bend, and I find that the easiest way to do it is to bend it on your wrist. So just bend it down like that, and that way you get the curve of your wrist. So I've got that shape there, and now we're going to attach it. Okay, did I bring over the right size links? No, I didn't. Just hold on a second. I'll just stop this video and I'll grab. Yeah, that's right. I was going to attach it with just, you know, attach it on like that, but I wanted it to have a little bit more movement, and sometimes when you attach wrapped loops together you don't get the kind of movement that you wanted. So I'll just grab one of my little jump rings and I'll be right back with you. Okay, got my jump ring. So just going to attach it to the end of our connector link and then attaching it, if I can get around there. Okay, just get it closed up now. Alright, that's not closed as good as I want, but these things are so cumbersome I just can't get in there and try again. Alright, that might be the best I can get it at the moment, but I've got another pair of pliers ordered, so I can fix this up when they come. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, so we've got that attached. Now I've got my little set of what's the names here, and I've got a tiny little jump ring, which is a 20 gauge jump ring. I needed a finer one to be able to get through the small jump ring that I just used. Just open that up. Find which way this goes. I think it's that way. I think that's right. Let's see how it hangs. No, that's the wrong one. This one here, I think. Yep, that's it. Okay, then I just attach it onto link there. And again, this is grab hold of it. It's just a very awkward angle, especially trying to do it under this camera. And grab hold of it. I think I've got it. Holding my breath. I've also got to twist your tongue the right way. Or hold your tongue the right way. There we go, beautiful. So I've got that hanging on there now. And the last thing is the chain. So just opening that up, attaching that. I don't think I flush cut that very well, or did I? Oh yeah, that's fine. Okay, this end's already got a clasp on it. I think I've made this too big. I might have to take some links out of it. Yeah, that's way too big. I get carried away when I start making chain. Then have to adjust everything. So I'll just, oh look, I can slip that on right over my hand. That's how big it is. Just move this one out of the way. Or maybe I should do it on the other hand. There we go. Put that in a bit tighter. There we go. That's our bracelet. With our link there. So let me know what you think down below about the bracelet. I think it makes it, I didn't do them all the way around, do another one of these, because I thought that would be probably a little bit uncomfortable, but also more chance of your beads breaking if they're like behind your wrist. So that's why I added the chain on. Okay, I'll just show you another way that you could use it. I've put it into a, get out of the way so the camera's not focusing on that. Put it into a, well, half-made chain. So it comes down like that, and that's in the middle. And then this is a different link again here. Yeah, so a couple of different ways you could use it. And you know what, I reckon it could make a really nice earring as well. Maybe you could do like just one set and then maybe add a drop, or 2 sets and add a drop. I'm not sure about the 3, but who knows? You know, it just depends on what you like. But I think it could make a lovely earring as well. All right, guys, that's my video for this week. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please give me a like down the bottom if you did. I get a lot of people watching, very few people giving me a like, and that's how YouTube knows that people like my videos and would like to see more from me, is by the likes and the comments and things like that. Yeah, so if you could help me out with just hitting the like, it doesn't cost you anything to do it. And yeah, I'd really appreciate it. All right, guys, thanks so much for spending some time with me. And I will catch you all next week in another video. Everybody stay safe and yeah, take care. See you all later. Bye.